Let's see what the cards have to tell us today. Spirit, what does the collective need to know? It's a slow week this week. There's a call to rest, to stillness, to pause, to just take your foot off the gas a little bit. We've talked about the conflicting energies and the polarities around at the moment, and definitely the whole moving towards the year of the horse, which is now approaching as we're now halfway through January. But the energies astrologically this week definitely point to a slowing down and not being in too much of a rush. Allowing ourselves to just be where we are in that energy. 2 water cards already. So there's a definite theme there. Let's take one more, just any further clarification on what we're being shown. Wow. 4 water cards. Definitely leaning towards feminine. Softness, stillness, definitely towards emotions and being in flow. There may be a lot of emotions running through for you at the moment. We have the 2 of water, a relationship that continues to grow closer, forgiveness, the positive resolution to a conflict. Forgiveness might be key here. And that stillness and that pause and that slowness allow us to sit with that energy. And it's not just always about forgiving other people, but maybe it's forgiveness of ourselves. Maybe we wanted to change a habit or a routine as we entered into the new year and we've not quite got there yet. You know, a lot of people set resolutions and then are not able to kind of get into the flow of that and then get frustrated with themselves. So maybe that's a call to forgive. There's a definite theme of, forgiving yourself more so than anybody else. And being in that energy with yourself allows you to be more open, your heart to be more open, which may speak to a relationship that is allowed to grow closer because you forgive you and allow your heart to be more open to receive. And a positive resolution to a conflict. So maybe there's been something going on in your life, in your relationship, but again, this could be speaking to, I'm feeling it's more speaking to a personal conflict, maybe the relationship within yourself growing deeper, maybe the conflict that you have within yourself being resolved because you've sat in this energy of forgiveness, because of allowing yourself to pause and be still. So that energy is allowed to move. Obviously, water is flow. And a river flows and moves around and doesn't allow sort of obstacles. You know, if there's a dam, it rises and goes over. You know, it will find its way, it will find its level, but it's always flowing. And often we restrict that flow within ourselves instead of allowing it to take its form. We have expectations of how we want to manage it, and this is definitely. There's definitely a message here coming through about that surrender and allowing the flow as it's naturally meant to be, to stop resisting, to forgive yourself and be compassionate and kind to yourself. Allow yourself to pause and have that connection within your own relationship with you, to allow that to deepen and strengthen, and then allow conflict within yourself to resolve. And that might be connected, I think it is connected to the whole, Spirit is confirming it's connected to the whole element of forgiveness. The 3 are all tied together with that 2 of water. The 3 of water is a celebration, a wedding, a graduation, a birth announcement, a need to have more fun. And interesting that a call came through then. So signalling, maybe an announcement of some description, a message, an invite maybe, celebrating something, wedding, graduation, birth announcement, but the need to have more fun. Maybe you're going to get invited to an event. Maybe someone around you has got good news regarding a pregnancy or, a wedding or something of that ilk, or it might just be, again, coming back to self and celebrating yourself, and allowing yourself to have more fun in that, which allows us to be more in flow. Knight of Water, emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, contemplative, falling in love, wedding proposals, the need to balance emotions, an invitation to a social event. Again, we just had the call trying to come through. So maybe there's an invitation, you may be getting a call, I'm hearing in a matter of days, inviting you to something where you are able to have more fun, where you're able to be more light and more free. Again, falling in love, maybe bringing us back to that relationship with yourself. Obviously, it could be into external and romantic in life, with relationships with others. But I think there's a definite call to the cards talking to you and your relationship with you, and finding that balance. The Water cards, all about emotion, the need to balance emotions, the need to allow yourself to just be in flow at the moment, just go at an easy pace, be compassionate, but having fun allows us to do that, allows us to sort of relax into that, and allows that flow, that energy to move. Seven of Water, complex decision, the need to research, stop procrastinating. The chakras are lit up on this card, and I'm very much looking to the sacral here. Stands out to me, definitely. Sit with that gut feeling, trust that gut, trust that instinct. If you have a decision to make, the pause, the stillness, the stepping away from it and allowing yourself to have more fun allows for that decision to come through. Maybe gives you some clarity on what you need to do. Being more open by forgiving yourself, allowing your heart space to be more open, will help with that decision, because you'll be making it from a heart-led space, not just from a mind space. So yeah, the need to do research, maybe that's, I'm feeling that's speaking to this decision. More information perhaps needed, an overview, a bit more knowledge, a bit more insight, just to help make that decision. But stop dwelling on it and sitting in it, and allow yourself that space. Rather than going around it with your ego mind, allow yourself to have that space and that stillness and that open heart for that to land, so that the decision becomes clearer. And in all that water energy, we have a fire energy, fire card, King of Fire, which is very masculine energy, very action focused, motivational, idealistic, ambitious, charismatic. Focus, focus, focus is the message. Communicate with vision, be a leader. Advice for someone creative. If we sit in this water energy, if we sit in this flow, if we balance our emotions, if there's forgiveness, if there's a closer bond and relationship by going within with ourselves, that allows that clarity, that allows that focus, that allows us to see what the movement needs to be next, what the next step might need to be, what the vision might need to be, how we can lead, whether it's in with our own story and with ourselves by stepping forward and taking action on something, or even leading by example to someone else. And communicate that. If you have a vision, if there's something that wants to come through, communicate that, share that. And maybe in doing so, there is sort of snippets of wisdom or insights from someone creative, someone that you trust, someone that is going to shine a different light on something that will help everything come together for you. But definitely stillness, definitely flow, definitely sitting with our emotions and bringing them into balance with this beautiful water energy, but with this slight element of masculine action in remaining focused, communicating your visions, being your own leader, and inviting in, being open to advice from someone else. So I hope that supports. Please drop me a comment if that feels aligned for you. Let me know how this resonates, and I will see you again soon.